Spreaker, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Spreaker. Did it again. I just saved the world with my voice, and y'all missed all of it. But anyway, as I was saying, Anime, you came home? What? Are you by yourself? Simba, you back? What? No, yeah, this is too good to be true. The explode. Oh man! Oh, welcome back. Where y'all been? Where y'all been? I've been missing you. All right, cool. Let's do it for old time's sake. Old time's sake. Family, we want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. We welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hot Tim, and of course you know this is the heart of a summer production where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Welcome home. And man, I need to hear that. I need to hear your other side, baby. Oh man. We got it going on. I'm so glad. Welcome back. The family has definitely missed you. Where my glass at? Yeah, okay. All right, so we're gonna go on. Let me get us some. Let's get some ambrosia. Let's get some other ambrosia over here. Let's see. All right, we got us some original. We're gonna have us some original for this toast. Got us some original for this toast. All right, let's see. Oh, that was all right. All right. I felt you a little bit. Y'all see? Wait, hold on. Got the little bubbles. What? Okay. This that original. All right. Family, here we go. Lifting up our glass. To the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. And you know what we say? We say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to our ancestors. We lift up our glass to our personal ancestors, right? We lift it up. For anybody that's new that might be listening in and you want to add your ancestor's name to the list, go ahead. We monitor it. If you go inside of G&J media, like you need an account really to go inside. Well, no. Actually, you don't need an account to go inside. You can just go inside, and I'm gonna figure out how to put an ad there. We're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure that out. Oh man, we're gonna put an ad there. But anyway, if you go click Tribe, it'll take you inside, and you should be able to comment. Once you get inside of it, it's gonna pop up on Gye-Nyame Journey Media on September 28th, 2025. Why is that still up there? Check out streaming capabilities. I got to fix that. I'm going to fix that too. I'm just, like I said, and you go to the bell, and you click the bell, and it'll take you to the live. And once you get on the live on the inside, you can comment. Now, a lot of those comments are old. Channel open in new tab. I can open up more chat rooms. What? I got chat rooms? What? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, hold on. I just found a way where I could communicate with other users. Oh, wow. What's up? Oh, snap. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Very interesting. Uh-huh. All right, let me go. Oh. Well, somebody missing. Somebody missing. All right, let's go back. Wow. Took me to the wrong one. That's me, though. Gye-Nyame Journey. Okay. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out on my own side. I'm sorry. I'm like, wow. All right. It won't take me back. Well, anyway, you can chat. You can leave it up. You can leave your ancestor's name up in the chat, and somebody get it. I'm just trying to see if there's if I can. Oh shit! You can upload. Oh what? Channel. Open a new tab. More chat rooms. Auto scroll. I could clear chat. Wow. Okay, so I can go in here every time and clear the chat. Oh, I can use bubbles only? What? Let's see. Okay. Oh, it does. But oh man. All right, cool. You can set up your chat room links, so I could send out a link so that people could chat. Wow. I could manage. I could ban. Wow. I could ban. Y'all should have never let me get hold of this. Should have never let me get hold of that. Anyway, so now I can show people how to have discussion without even putting up videos. But I want you to put up a video. You're going to have to put up an introduction video. I'm going to give you a certain amount of time for that. If not, you're not serious about being on G&J Media, and I'm going to have to go remove you. And all I'm saying is an introduction video. Hi, my name is Floating Bottom, and I am interested in Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I want to explore the uses of this platform and try to help it grow. Thank you very much. Click. That's it. You can do it on your cell phone. But anyway, we on to our ancestors. Take a deep breath with me. Deep breath. All right. All right. We lift our glass to our ancestors. I'm going to start the list off. Of course, I always start with mine, but I move into all of ours. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Chili, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Fanny, Gaston, Lena, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Sapet Mount, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Gojo Kamau, DeFarm, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Ruffalo, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Mars, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulley and Alexa Brother, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Ms. Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Ms. Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Ms. Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mae Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Anna Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Well, Levita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodos Hasbury, Harvey Asbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrell, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Montanero, the Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson, Sr., Richard Ellis, Salas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Percy May Alexander, Percy May Alexander, I lost the rhythm. Percy May Alexander. Percy Alexander. Where we at? Percy Alexander. Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Bernard Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Lee Monaries, Gene Jones, Jana Callahan. Then we move to the next page. We got William Walter West, Nigel Parrish, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred, Scanner Bay, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, The Kennedy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Michael Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans, Sam Evans Jr., Mark Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans, Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trife, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia Netwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kim O'Brien, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Melly Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Arlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Barnes, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramy Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillip, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevada Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rayshawn Easy, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shakamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Laura Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. What in the hell did I do? All right. excuse me, family. I'm just very interested in my page right now. Can't get it off my mind. Can't get it off my mind. We got Jordan Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as I-Sis. We got an Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang, Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Jamie Tom, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Crazy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Jow, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Charlton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Dusty Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Sister Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanette, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesler, Lionel Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh. We got Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, I lost my space. Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Nation Builder Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, known as Sonny, Charles Stevens Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Mabel Haskins, Bardell Woodland, Mabel Haskins. Oh, okay, I know what happened. All right, I got it now. But I still speak with him. Mabel Haskins. So we got Lena Shepard, Bardell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbert Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones. And we got Leslie Travis. For the third time, finally, we lift up our glass to our list of our ancestors, right? The tribe is growing. We lift up our glass, we salute, and we say, Ashe. And we also can say, Yah. From there, family, move to the present moment. What moment are we on? We are on the moment. Our Kuumba, we want to give all the Kuumba babies a round of applause. Yeah, giving those Kuumba babies a round of applause. And we want you to know that today is Kuumba. And for those of you that's like, man, what is he talking about? Well, y'all saw the commercial. I know y'all saw the commercial. Oh, they won't let me post up on my, oh my God, the restream is acting up again. Let me go over here. So if you, oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, that's the wrong chat. All right. I'm about to say Lord have mercy. All right. So you go to the e-course. Boom. Free G&J e-course. And you can find out about Gye-Nyame Journey. You can keep up with Gye-Nyame Journey. You can build with Gye-Nyame Journey. Join the tribe. Build your own tribe. Hey, like I said, content. I'm trying to help people build content. That's what I'm trying to do. Right? I'm trying to help people build content. Get your content together. Let's build together. Let's rise together, right? Then also you get in touch with us about this Gye-Nyame plan so we all can make a come up. Or those of us that's willing to get out and do the work. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So we're lifting up our glass to this present moment. Right? For those that don't speak the language, Kuumba means creativity. And it's the same for the M7 today. It's creativity. Order is the modic law for the day. Orange is the color, as you can see by my shirt, that's brilliantly lit up by lights that have been, in a sense, loaned to me by one of my elders. Shouts out to Elder Bowie for hooking the brother up, teaching me about lights. I'm like, damn, the picture look a whole lot better. He said, I told you. Now you can see your nose. I said, wow, I didn't know I couldn't see my nose until I saw my nose. I'm like, damn, all right. He said, cause and effect is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Amma. We lift up our glass to the present moment and the power in this moment, and we pledge to use this power in this moment to secure our space and time and to add to it and not allow no one to take from it and not waste it. All right? At least those of us that know. We lift up our glass. We say, Ashe. From their family, we move on to our future generation. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Because our children, as long as we handle our business in the moment, children will be here forever. We'll be here forever. We're gonna make a comeback, right? So we lifting up our glass to our children. We toast you in advance, babies. Can't wait to see what you do and what you become. Lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From their family, we move to all of our relations. We lift that glass and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, we move to that selfish toast. What is it that you need in this moment to move towards your greatness? Come on now. Stop playing. Stop being shy. Come on now. Closed mouths don't get fed. What is it that you need? We got the ancestors here. We got the creator here. We got the space-time continuum spinning in your living room. What is it that you need right now? Stop being scared. Open your mouth. Lift up our glass. We say Ashe. And from there, family, we move to our tribe. We lift up our tribe. And my tribe is Gye-Nyame. What's your tribe, family? If you don't have one, come join your family over here, fam. You know what I'm saying? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe, last but not least. I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, most uplifting, most outstanding individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, fam, we got somebody on the call-in line.
I wish you peace, power, and joy in 100 years.
Thank you. Y'all don't be trying to be my friend again. I know what you did. We know what you did. What's going on, baby? How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. First thing is I need you to add one of my cousins passed yesterday unexpectedly. I'd like to add her to the list.
Okay. Well, you know you will be getting a better sound quality if you was to turn on your computer and dial in on the computer and use your mic. You know you got one of the best mics going.
I don't know how to do all that fancy stuff. I don't know how to do the fancy. So my good headphones, I left them in the restaurant. My JBL headphones. So now I'm stuck with this RCA shit.
What's your cousin's name?
But anyway.
What's your cousin's name?
Charlie.
Spell it.
Charlie Barnes.
Charlie Barnes?
Charlie.
Like
CHARLEEAC. As in cat E.
Oh, Charlize. I've never seen that name before. Barnes.
Charlie.
Charlize Barnes. Barnes.
Correct. I know you've heard me talk about my little cousin Charlie Ann. I'm pretty sure you have. Everybody probably has. But it's her mother.
Oh. How you feeling today?
I always call Charlie Ann little, but she's not little anymore.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of times.
She's always gonna be little to me.
Right. All right, that's how you know you old when everybody's gonna be still little to you and shit. Welcome. So what's going on, girl? What's going on? I got people texting me talking about what happened. What going on? What happened with the blunt talk? What happened?
I had another death. This is to deal with, but I'm going to, you know, I don't think any funerals are going to be in the evening, so blunt talk should be up and running this Ujima, I always say it wrong, so Wednesday at 7. If not, it would be, I mean, if something happens and I have to go out of town for my family's funeral, which I'm thinking is probably during the day, so I should be here. But if push comes to shove, I'm still going to have a show some way or another, even if I can't be present. But I should be able to be present. I can't have 2 shows go 2 weeks without a show. I can't do it. And I know my cousin, I was very close with her. So if there was, for some reason, happen, as long as I get there and pay my respects, because since she passed yesterday, I'm thinking around Wednesday is going to be the funeral. So, but I think it's usually during the day, right?
Funerals, yes. Funerals
the
are
last
usually
one I went to was during the day, but but you know what? It was like 2 o'clock. The one I went to a couple months ago, and it was in the afternoon. But neither. Well, I'll figure it out. But I'm not going. I don't want. We'll talk about. I don't want to not have another show.
All right.
But anyway, I just called to support you and dig into some of this news, and I wanted to share the book that we're reading right now.
What's the book y'all reading?
For the Aztec Study Group. Okay, I recommend this to everyone. This book is solid. Sister Sapphire is the one that recommended this book, and I think she might have seen it on Philip Shock Matthews' show. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's called Weapons of Whiteness.
Yeah.
Exposing the master's tools behind the mask of anti-blackness. Ooh. Why are you laughing?
No, I'm just saying, that sounds like one of the ones that might be on my brother's show.
Yeah, I think he had the author on the show. Her name is Catrice Jackson. And it says America's number one expert on white woman violence. So it's so far, we started it yesterday. Man, it's just so much stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know, do we even get into the chapter yet? No, we just got into the introduction, then we had the forward, and let me tell you, then she had the dedication, and it's a constant, you can't read a page without having a discussion. That's how good it is.
Wow.
But I'm going to just tell you something real quick. The call to action for white women right now, guess what their call to action is, she said?
What?
To follow black women.
It's written by a white woman?
Collecting black women, they're collecting black women in particular, like their Pokemon. See, you got to read it. I'm just going to leave that right there on the table. And she breaks it down to why she says that. But she says in her premise, which I don't necessarily agree or disagree, but I made by the end of the book that I think they're both the same. But she says one, when it comes to racism and what she doesn't like the term white supremacy, she uses white terrorism instead. But she says that white women are more treacherous than their men.
Ooh. Yeah, they had. I mean, in a sense, they had to be. Yeah, shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they would have to. In many ways, listen, I'm trying to tell you, you better do some study. But you're gonna read the book, and the book is to inform you, not to help you make. You know what I'm saying? The book is to inform you about your opinion, not necessarily change your opinion. So I mean, that's now see, this is what I like about what you just brought up, because earlier I was talking about the content, and basically what Brother Philip Shock Matthews has provided is a network of individuals that are able to get exposure through his network, and he helps them put together their materials and their content. Yeah, I'm just saying we need to be doing the same thing, family.
And the people, and the sister that got hip to Sister Sapphire, shout out to Sister Sapphire. She's a Blunt Talk fan and a friend. Yeah.
And a G&J Media supporter. Shouts out to Sapphire.
Right. She is, and how she became, that's that networking thing, familiar with Philip Shock Matthews was through G&J, through you, So now she's a watcher of his show, and now she's supporting people that he has on his show. Because I had never heard of the book, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the sister was like, this is what it is, and so boom, we reading it.
And that's how it goes. Word of mouth, and things grow, and but like I said, now it's time for us to start harnessing our content. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad. I was so happy when you started your show. You don't even know, because I've been telling people we got shows coming, and then it would fall through with people and stuff like that, and you just got up and said, shit.
It ain't easy.
Huh?
It ain't easy, trust me. It ain't easy.
It becomes very easy.
When you have more than one person to depend on. No.
Oh, well, I mean, you see, but I kind of instruct you against that shit anyway, but, you a Coogee Chocolate born.
But that's how
you a Coogee Chocolate born, you going to do your shit, so I just stay the fuck out the way as long as you got it done. But yeah, organizing people is
so
very...
We going to work it out, because, everybody got different schedules and different things going on. So we are going to try to get in sync with each other, and that can be hard at times. But we're going to make it work.
Well, no, see, you took the first step. What you did, you set up Ujima at 7 p.m. Make it or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because like for me, I have to arrange my life. I know this is going to sound crazy. I have to arrange my life around my goddamn shows. That's how important it is. You know what I'm saying? No one will respect your shit more than you, nor should they. Nor should they.
Because even on the second show, I had to stop, my schoolwork. I had a paper to do. So I stopped for that time period, and came out and did my show and got back to work, And so it definitely has to be a priority,
Yeah. I mean, because it's like, the whole piece is for us. I mean, like I said earlier, fam, we don't have gold mines. We don't have natural resources that we could go in our backyard and get. And if it is, and most of our backyard is owned by other motherfuckers anyway, so you know what I'm saying. So the major resource that we have is our thought, our intellectual property. What I'm doing right here, I'm sharing my intellectual property. Navita right now is sharing her intellectual property, and it's valuable. The key piece is how do we extract the value out of what we are presenting? And like I said, G&J Media, we're asking the question: how do you do this? How do you market this? You know what I'm saying? This is our gold. This is our oil. This is our, you know what I'm saying? What we're doing right now. So, so first off, before anybody else start valuing it, we got to value it. Like I said, I arrange my life around my show. I know y'all be like, that's a boring life. That's a boring life. But
you arrange your sex life around your show too?
My who? Yeah.
Your sex life, is that arranged around your show? Oh man,
listen, you got to understand. I mean, my life, because I set my life around this, everybody within that orbit's life is set around this. And that sometimes take time to get used to it. So, yes, I had to rearrange. Yes, my sex life had to be rearranged around this shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Because that's how serious it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't want to hold you up on your on the if you don't mind. I want to discuss the news with you as you go down the timeline.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, just come in and just y'all see. Y'all see, y'all hear this?
You know how
she thinks she on Blunt Talk.
Go ahead, keep talking about what you was talking about.
No, I'm done now. I'm done. You started talking about sex. You know I was going to stick around for a minute. You know, never know what's going to happen. But anyway. All right, before we get into the news today, I want to make sure that y'all know the proverb of the day. For those of you that's on the 21 Goose Cyber Challenge, I will be distributing the book. I promise. I got a couple more things to do with it. We are on the second chapter, 13th verse. The second chapter is called The Potent Center. There's no aligning without centering, said the knowledge holders. Messages cannot be sent without centering. So go and ponder upon that for a little while. And we'll try to keep you up on the next one in the next 24 hours. So now even before we get to the timeline, me and Sister Navita going to have to sit down because we got to talk about what we're going to do with the shop. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to put some more stuff in there. I mean, we got a lot of stuff in there. And I'm going to go and buy shirts. I got to get Mama Margarita a shirt. And I think I might got me some shirts somewhere around here. She want a large. But she a Coochie Chocolate. You know Mama Margarita a Coochie Chocolate baby?
I did not.
Yeah, she a Coochie Chocolate baby. We got the shop, but you go to Tribe, click on Tribe, and it'll let you on the inside of Gye-Nyame Journey. You'll have a bell right up here that you can click on, and it'll let you know we live. You go straight to the live show. And in the live show, you'll be able to do chats, or you go back out, if they'll let me back out, and you go to the shop and go shopping. Click on the Gye-Nyame, see what happens. Something magical might happen if you click on the Gye-Nyame. You never know. All right, and then...
You never know.
That's right.
I need you to put that stuff in order.
Say it again.
Latest show at the top. Latest show at the top. Is that how it goes on the Gye-Nyame page?
You said a major show?
The website. The latest show that aired should be the last show at the top when you go onto the page. Is that how it is there?
Well, I mean... I have to go through there. I mean, I'm still trying to.
Because if a person wants to go back and catch your show, then it's like I can't find it.
I know. I'm still working on that.
Okay.
You gotta give me time. Can you give me a little time, please? Can you cut me some slack?
Take as much time as you need because you do a lot.
You know.
So you know.
All right. So let's look at our stock right now. Our value right now. They say 28 days. We're gonna go to 7 days. Better yet, let's go to 1 day. Yesterday, they said we reached 143 people. That's down 11%. Post engagement, 98 people. They said that's up 17%. We had one page like yesterday. All right, family. Y'all doing the damn thing. Let me give you a round of applause. Y'all spreading the word. Yep. Spreading the word. All right, so let's go down the news line because that's why Miss Navita's here. Remember, Blunt Talk pops off on Ujima at 7 p.m. If you don't know what Ujima is, you need to get on to you better get into the lingo with us. You know, I'm tired of push-ups, so I ain't gonna say it. I already said it once today. My blogs are posting up. So, astronomers find monster black hole with 6 galaxies trapped. Now, I post stuff like this because I want y'all to know that we're an eclectic group here, and you know I'm a lightweight nerd myself, and I used to like a lot of astronomy, but this also allows me to remember how small I really am. Right? I mean, let's just go and look at this real quick because they got some nice little. Y'all see that beautiful visual? This is not the actual how I actually look, but in the middle here. There's a black hole, and these are galaxies. These real bright lights are galaxies that are floating around this black hole. Now, how does this make you feel small, Brother Hatim? All right, let's read real quick because it's a pretty short article. I actually want to download that. That's a dope ass graphic. Astronomers have discovered 6 galaxies ensnared in the cosmic spider's web, a supermassive black hole soon after the Big Bang, according to research published Thursday that could help explain the development of this enigmatic monster. Black holes that emerged early in the history of the universe are thought to have formed from the collapse of the first stars, but astronomers have puzzled over how they expanded into giants. The newly discovered black hole, now I want you to imagine this, if you can. The newly discovered black hole, which dates from when the universe was not even a billion years old, weighs in at 1 billion times the mass of our sun. All right, Tim, how that makes you feel small? The sun, although many of us don't know, the sun can hold 1 million Earths. I'm literally the sun. That's how big the sun can hold 1 million Earths. This black hole is 1 billion times bigger than our sun. Just sometime looking up at these stars and imagining how far they are, or trying to even contemplate that shit, helps me stay humble and help me stay grounded. So let's keep it moving. Navita, you still there?
I'm still here.
Somebody came on. Somebody dropped off. I wonder who that was. I guess they talking about astronomy. I can't cope. Alabama.
This is my son's favorite subject.
Astronomy?
I just tagged him in there. Yes. He reads that stuff on a red.
Your son or your grandson?
My son.
Wow. I didn't know he was into astronomy.
Big time.
Wow. Alabama, Arizona National Guard, MP units tapped for rapid response. All right. So they already are tapping into these National Guards. They call them red states, the ones that are on the side of Donald Trump. They're already getting them ready for a rapid response after the election. Family, not a conspiracy theory. A theorist or none of that shit. Whose side
they gonna be on?
Huh?
Is the thing.
Say what?
Whose side will they be on?
Oh, it's red states.
Go down after the election.
According to the way that they're arranging this, let's go and read inside of it. But according to how they're arranging it, Alabama, Arizona, National Guard MP units tapped for rapid response to civil unrest. This is from the Military Times. It's by Lolita C. Barter, the Associated Press. Go ahead.
The thing about it is the people who are threatening to lash out are white supremacist groups, or whatever you want to call it, white terrorist groups. They're the ones that are threatening to lash out if the election doesn't sway in the Trump way. So, with that being said, when they call this military police, I'm saying, whose side are they going to be on? Are they going to take sides? Because it's a civil. Are they going to side with the Proud Boys?
Yep.
Or are they going to side with the other civilians?
Yep. Because what's going to happen is that, because the way it appears to me that it's being set up, it's sort of like saying, it's already rigged, and if I lose, I was cheated type shit. So that's going to get people riled up. So if he wins, he wins. And if he loses, he wins. So the only way that there's going to be unrest, there's going to be unrest regardless of who wins. That's what we need to understand. Now,
I don't think the people who are Biden supporters are going to give any unrest. They ain't got that in there.
Oh, no, but the people,
they might talk a lot of shit.
Hold on. But the people who are for Trump got it in them.
I know, that's what I said earlier.
Right.
So you're saying no matter who wins. Well, I'm saying if Biden wins, I don't think there's going to be any civil unrest. And there's not going to be people going out, shooting people, and doing shit like that in the name of being pissed that,
I want you to think about what you're saying.
If Biden loses, they're not going to come and hit to the street and start shooting folks and doing stuff. The Biden losers won't do that. However, Trump losers will.
Exactly.
So I do feel it depends on who wins.
So if Biden wins, this military force is going to be deployed, if not already deployed, to Washington, D.C. And if Biden wins, how do you think Trump is going to react? Or better yet, Trump is
He
going to
already said he wasn't going to go lightly.
Exactly.
He wasn't going to go,
so,
without a fight.
Right. So he's
go.
getting his troops ready. And he's flying them in on federal dollars. Go ahead.
He said in his speech, I haven't seen yet, but I was, what is it? Stand by and be ready or something like that. Stand back and stand by.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I call you for that order, take to the street. So I want my people to be prepared.
Right.
You better be ready. You got your house, you don't have to have, you can have a gun in your house legally as long as you ain't a felon. So, arm yourself if you don't have a license to carry. Keep your home safe.
But it's going to be unrest regardless. I'm telling you. It's crazy right now. We're in a crazy time. And, I mean, 2020 been a hell of a year, man. 2020 is like, I'm like, damn. But y'all go and read that for yourselves. Well, let's take a couple of paragraphs. The National Guard has designated military police units in 2 states to serve as rapid reaction forces so they can respond quickly to any potential civil unrest around the country following violent protests that rocked the nation's capital in several states this summer. Military leaders don't explicitly tie the changes to concerns about possible election-related violence, but the nation is bracing for unrest surrounding the tumultuous presidential campaign, particularly if voting results are not known for days or weeks because of the increase in mail-in ballots. It's about to go down. It's going down. I'm just about to, hold on. All right, but y'all go and finish reading that for yourself.
Meet me in the mall. It's going down.
It's going down, man. It's about to get. I'm gonna hold this astronomy up on. Oh, for your son, the astronomy is from something called Science Alert. But I think you already saved it for him. All right, let's keep it moving. Look at Miss DeVita up here. Blunt Talk. You was yelling at me right there in that picture, and it caught you too. That's messed up. It gives no respect.
You know what? I can't wait to see what you're talking about because we in a delay. I was not yelling at you.
Physicists have successfully connected 2 large objects in quantum entanglement. Y'all gonna read that for yourselves. I'll put that up there because I'm gonna be talking about quantum entanglement later on. Not today though. All right. Daily Toast Nia. So why we're capitalizing black? Has anybody? I never noticed this. Have you ever looked at that, Navita? When they mention things using the term black and they referring to people, they wasn't using capital letters. Did you ever notice that?
Yes, I've noticed that.
I never noticed that.
It's supposed to be capital.
It's supposed to be capital.
But and white and black as well. All of those are supposed to be capital.
When they are referring
what
to,
they call that a proper noun.
Right, it's a proper noun. That's what I thought. Or no, it's an adjective. It's not because it modifies. But when they say, the way that you write, when they say
adjective
right,
that describes the person, place, or thing. So yeah, it could be either one. But black as talking about a people.
About a people is a proper noun. You're right.
Right.
So, when was this? This is the New York Times article by Nancy Coleman, July 5th, 2020. Why we're capitalizing black? The Times has changed its style on the term's usage to better reflect shared cultural identity. Here's what led to the decision. All right, let's see how long.
Let me say this real quick before you go into that. But I was taught in school, and I've been out of school I'm back in school, but I was out of school for a long time. I was always taught in school, even back in high school, that you capitalize white when you're referring to an individual, like a people, a race of
Right.
people, and black. I was always taught that, so I don't even understand how it's a new thing. Like some of the books I read, I notice it is capitalized. Then other books I read, like the one we're reading today, I think I've seen that it wasn't. I don't think a lot of people are even aware that that's a thing.
Right. Well, let's go and see.
Gotta capitalize.
Now, Time Insiders explain who we are and what we do, and delivers behind the scenes insights into how our journalism comes together. The last time the New York Times made a sweeping call to capitalize how it referred to people of African ancestry was nearly a century ago. W.E.B. Du Bois, or Du Bois, as some of y'all know, has started a letter-writing campaign asking publications, including the Times, to capitalize the N in Negro, a term long since eradicated from the Times pages. The use of a small letter for the name of 12 million Americans and 200 million human beings, he once wrote, was a personal insult. The Times turned him down in 1926 before coming around in 1930. So That wasn't even, sorry, that wasn't a century ago, motherfucker. Y'all math is bad. I'm sorry. When the paper wrote that the new entry in its style book, its internal guide on grammar and uses, was not merely a typographical change, but an act in recognition of a racial self-respect. Decades later, a month-long internal discussion at the Times led the paper on Tuesday to make for similar reasons. Its latest style change on race, capitalizing black when describing people and cultures of African origin. But like you, I was taught if it was used to describe a person, it's a proper noun. Or a group of people is a proper noun. But hold on. We believe this style best conveys elements of shared history and identity and reflect our. I'm done, Reed. Thank you, Mr. White Man, for recognizing black. I'm gone. Y'all gonna finish reading that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I just I put it up there because I seen it in a video by this sister right here. She do some real good videos. She got a YouTube channel called The History of Everything. Why do we say African American? It's I can't remember the name of it, and I don't want to click it because it's gonna play. Actually, I'm gonna click and go to the channel. I'll stop it and read the title of her channel.
Thank you to
and you target you get Origin of Everything. That's the name of her channel. Origin of Everything. She does it in partnership with PBS. Right. Blacks versus African Americans. She do a real good job of breaking this whole idea down. Now, she ain't getting into what I thought she was going to get into, but she does.
Get into the Moors and.
No. Not, I wouldn't even expect
black, because, that's the.
Right, I wasn't getting there.
Shit right
That's more street shit. More street people had those type of discussions. Then No, I'm just saying. When it comes to
that, brother Hot Tim.
I'm just saying. I mean, when it comes to those type of discussions, you only hear those type of discussions on the streets or in jail. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like shit, like you know what I'm saying, you don't have a lot of people having those type of discussions. So.
Right. I'm just waiting for them to show me, how the difference in the name has benefited them in a place where I'm not being benefited at. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I went to court.
That's what we're supposed to came because I just read some cases in court. I'm a big lawyer and shit. So I just read about some cases in court, and it was the last name of the person was L, like versus the United States, and versus I forget what the other one was. And I can't even remember what the cases was. I'm not going to be a practicing lawyer, but for the purpose. But I was like, okay, he must be a Moor, but his case had nothing to do with. This is my thing. He was in jail. And I thought they didn't have to abide by our laws if you were a
But
Moor. So.
no, well, now diplomats from other countries or other nations are kind of exhumed from laws, not average citizens. So a Japanese person
But that's not what they sell, and you know that.
I know
That's not what they sell.
Nah, but I'm not.
I don't know in depth enough about it because I never felt like there was too much at the surface for me that couldn't be explained. It didn't make sense, so it didn't make sense for me to delve in any deeper. But I know that's one of the selling points that I have been given of it. But shit.
And the key piece is nations. Nations in relationships with nations, and nations discussed based on power. So what nation comes to your rescue, you know what I'm saying, when you're in trouble with another nation. But she don't get into that. But what I was thinking she was going to get into was the ADOS piece. The difference between.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't even get into that, but she did a fantastic job of a historical perspective of Black and African American and what's the difference. And
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Right. She do.
Gye-Nyame always has some good stuff on their timeline. If you listening and you have not subscribe, like, and just take a look.
Take a look.
Gander.
And also go on and join us on G. Oh, you got to go sign back up for GNJ.media. They erased you.
Okay.
I know when you say, "Who is they?" You run the site. Okay, you call me. You call me. No. When Dentista updated the site, it basically rebooted and started everything over again. So now, Gye-Nyame members and G&J Media supporters will be able to stream. We have our own. We have our own meeting function where we can actually have meetings with up to 30 people, video calls from phones and stuff like that. Actually on G&J Media, we can stream those as well. But there's a time limit on the time we can stream. But we got an unlimited amount of time where we can meet. We can meet with up to 30 people. The only issue is that they have to be members of G&J.media to even be allowed to be in the meeting.
Access that platform. Okay.
Right. So they have to be part of the platform. You be able to stream. You can write articles. I mean, we basically got our own YouTube, Facebook mixture hybrid. We got our own G&J Media. We got our own media platform. So for those people out there talking about, we don't have anything. We ain't doing nothing. Gye-Nyame Journey and took the money that people from G&J Media support has invested in us, and we went out and we bought us a piece of digital property. Come and support it. Go to G&J.media.
Come and support it.
Go to Tribe.
You know what? We're going to get together. You got any time today? Even though I'm supposed to be doing fucking schoolwork. You got any time today?
I don't know. I don't think so. I was planning on something else.
Okay, well,
but I just got word that might have been canceled. So
it's canceled. So yeah. I got some business shit I want to get with you on. So I'll feed you.
Real money business, or
yeah.
You ain't gonna take care. You ain't gonna take advantage of my body.
No, I don't think my man appreciate that.
Damn. Well, I ain't coming. I ain't coming then. I'm not coming.
Yo, Sacro Shaka, friend.
I'm just saying, But I think maybe a little bit.
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt.
Huh?
I'm gonna make you a T-shirt. It's gonna say "Sacro Chakra Senate nigga."
Yeah. All right, I'm on my show.
Real life here.
Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Did you hear what I just said? I'm on my show. All right, so because we do have to develop some more shirts. I need to show you how to do that as well.
Yeah.
So we can start putting more stuff on there, because that you go straight to that from GNJ.media too. But man, nothing else. All right, cool.
Anything on the timeline? Keep going.
All right, let's. You ain't got to be. This my show. I don't boss you around on your show.
Yeah, you do.
All right. The way this year is going. All right, so right here they say COVID-19 live updates. Trump received an experimental drug treatment. And I say the way this year is going, this serum will probably not only cure him, but give him immortality and superpowers. I mean, because it's a crazy ass year. So they giving him a experimental drug, and I'm just scared that this shit might actually make this motherfucker younger and give him superpowers, and then the whole world is going to end. What you thinking, Navita?
Yeah, like that show on Netflix, is it with Jamie Foxx? Is it Project Power?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I wasn't even thinking about no show. I'm just like, just the way this year's going.
That pill that they got, the government was working on the pill to give people quote unquote superpowers and shit.
I didn't know that existed. I mean, I didn't know this show existed. I just said, damn,
Yeah.
Trump wake up and be super pumpkin. Moving through the air.
It's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
It's the great pumpkin. Told y'all Linus was right. I shared a video from Philip Shock Matthews, but it's not on here. And I think it's important for the family to see this video. So I'm going to go back and double check and see why it's not here, but I'm going to repost it. I'm going to go find it, and I'm going to repost it. Because this video is a powerful video. Now, for those that don't know, Philip Shock Matthews is a friend of mine. He's a reverend. He's a metaphysical reverend. And wow. I mean, yeah. But it's not like, that type of preaching. But the key piece that I think people need to check out with him. Dr. Greg is on right now. That's why I'm like coming on this early in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, let's go. I need to go to my history. All right. Where is that? Yeah, I'll be watching a lot of different stuff. Shock metaphysics theology. All right, here we go. Let's go on over here. I'm gonna share this. Let me pause it. Huh?
I said, go on to it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna share this on the timeline because I think it's very family. This brother break down some deep stuff on this. I'm gonna just copy it. Copy. I'm gonna bring it over and I'm gonna post it on the Facebook page. Let's see if it sticks this time because I did save it before. Create post. You see how slow it's moving? You know I got some life-changing stuff here. Let's go on and post this up.
Who was that dude in the picture?
That was Philip Shock Matthews.
Oh, okay. I ain't heard from Shaka lately.
Well, he'll come back. So in this video, go and check out Foundational Learning Level 5 Shock Theology, Why Traditional Metaphysics Stop Working in the African American Brain. Oh yeah, and he breaks it down. I mean, like he talks about how we. You just got to hear it. I ain't even gonna try. But it makes a lot of sense how he separates I think it's ecstasy and harmony. No, ecstasy and what is it? Ecstasy and grace or something like that. Well, anyway, we get all hyped up in the moment and stuff like that, but yet we can't maintain that level of energy throughout our lives. It's grace. And it's like there's a way in which we've been plugging into the metaphysics that has been wrong, because it's not because it don't work for us. It's because we have been damaged as a people. So we have to step back and figure out how to apply this stuff so that it works for us. And I mean, this shit is the bomb. I'm going to listen to this right after we get off of here too. So I'm just letting y'all know.
Okay.
So what time are you talking about?
I don't know yet. I'll talk to you when we get off the line. But keep going, because I wanted to see if we were going to be, there was something I posted on the timeline. I don't know if it might be too far down, but.
Yeah, I posted a whole bunch. It's doing a lot of stuff. I look like, okay, we going back through. Okay. All right, let's see.
I posted it probably. No, FedEx, that stuff.
When?
Whoever. What is it? Come on. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm going to mute the phone for a second.
All right.
I got to get my
Trump First Lady positive for virus. He has mild symptoms. I don't believe that shit for 1 minute. I believe it when I see it. It's been a long time since we've seen something like this. Oh, the sky caught on fire. That's right. First silicone. Oh, yeah, Naveed, it must be way back. Oh, Red State Army. That's what it's called. Red State Army. That's where I got that from. All right. We ain't got nothing else. We're going to wait for Navita to come back.
Okay.
Navita,
well,
you must have posted it way, way back.
I probably posted it. Let's see. Maybe it must be way down there. A couple days ago, maybe.
Oh, baby, you can't post that.
Working on some schoolwork and everything, and we were talking about.
Oh snap! What time is it?
Dale.
Oh man.
It is.
Yeah, I gotta get off of here because I had.
What?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they ain't kicked me off because I had I think I got a stream scheduled. Hold on. I got a stream scheduled on here. I need to see what time I got it scheduled.
I don't even see it on the timeline, so I don't know what happened to it. But
oh yeah, I got a stream scheduled for 1 p.m. All right.
What? Yeah, I ain't got to be a part of that, do I?
No. This is automatic. It'll automatically go. No, damn. I had one scheduled at 12, and we was on. So I'm gonna go on and repost that one up. So fam, we gonna get up because this is Sasha and Gina's, and I don't want them not to get their shine. So family, I want to thank y'all for joining us. You got any last final words for the people, Sister Navita?
No, I do not. I'll give you a call later on, though.
All right. So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and schedule the Gye-Nyame girls. I'm gonna get up out of here, family. I want to thank y'all for your time. I want to thank y'all for blessing us with your presence and trusting us with the ancestors to do what we do. All right. So here, let me go on. I'm gonna get up off of here, and I'm gonna change this title. We're gonna take y'all here. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey.
and let's build together.